glutesbenchpress.com, and today I am going to go over your bench press setup essentials. These are the things that you have to have in place no matter how you go about setting up on the bench press. So, you know, as we've focused on in videos in the past, I've showed my setup routine where I'm bridging up, I'm pushing back onto my traps and whatnot. Others like to simply slide down the bench, position their traps, and they're good to go. You know, however you set up, it's gonna be different for everyone. Everyone's gonna have their different take on how to set up on the bench, things that they're comfortable with. But when it comes down to it, guys, all the principles remain the same. You know, all the things that we need to do effectively during a setup are gonna remain the same, no matter how it looks, okay? So why is the setup so important? Well, 80% of our success on the bench comes from our setup. What we're doing there is going to set our tightness, sets our leg drive, sets our positioning, and all these things we need to have in place. The handle heavy weight is gonna happen during this phase of the bench. So let's talk about essential number one, and that is setting our shoulders in a good position. What does that mean? That means the pinch and tuck, right? Squeezing our shoulder blades together, pulling our shoulder blades down towards our hips, which in turn raises our chest up. That is going to be an essential piece of the puzzle. No matter what setup you use, that's something that needs to take place. Setting your shoulders under you rather leaving them exposed. Second essential, weight needs to be proportioned onto your traps, not any other piece of the body, right? You're pushing through your legs and all your body weight is moving into your traps. Really, that is where you're going to feel pressure down into the pad of the bench. You're driving through your traps almost the back of your neck if you get really good position. And that needs to be an essential as well. You cannot be having most of your weight planted on your upper back. Even if you don't have a great arch, weight needs to be feeling like it's positioned into your traps. Essential number three, your butt needs to be barely touching the pad. Obviously, by rules in powerlifting, your butt actually needs to be in contact the entire time. That is why there are side judges. They're constantly looking for the hips being removed from the pad. That is a red light. However, I'm not telling you to lift your hips up. I'm telling you that you should not have weight distributed through your hips. All right, meaning is if there was a scale underneath your butt, you would be touching that scale, but that scale would always read 0, if that makes sense. That means that you are getting good force transfer if that's the case, and your hips are gonna be properly engaged, full of tension. Essential number 4, last thing I'm gonna cover today, is that your glutes need to be engaged. Okay, how do we do that? After you get your foot positioning, drive your knees out. Okay, that is going to start locking your hips into tension. Once you push out like that, you're gonna feel the sides of your hips, the outer thighs, they're gonna get very tight. You wanna keep that tightness. From that point on, we're not done. We're actually gonna squeeze our glutes. Biggest muscle in the body, let's start using them. Ton of power there available to us. So we're gonna drive our knees out, we're gonna squeeze our glutes, and we're gonna do everything to push back on the bench. Not bridge up, push back. And that's how we're gonna keep our glutes engaged. You look at any setup out there, they're all going to have these principles intact, okay? All setups are trying to do the same thing, no matter how different they look. If you use the setup I teach, if you use Kirill's setup, if you use someone else's setup, all right, they're all getting at the same thing, and these are a few of the principles that need to be in place. All right, guys, now you're a setup master. Let me know how it goes for you. Coach Ben here. And you know where to find me. You can meet me on a bench. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel over here. Check out the links in the description box below. You can see a video related on this topic right here, and then our latest video right there. Thanks for watching.